Well, just in terms of, as Brogan talked about, is the innovation is around getting the cost as low as possible. So that's a continual evolution that we're working on. One of the things that's interesting, just in the steel costs the most in terms of what our costs are. And so we have an innovation around how to basically design the tube in a way that would cost about 70% less than the existing design you see out there.
A couple notes. First of all, we are taking that tube back because that's not a showpiece. That's actually part of a full system that we're building. So we literally pulled that tube from our test site, brought it here, and it's going to go back and get welded in. So we're building a full-scale, full-speed test loop that's going to begin operation this year.
Whoa. In 2016, there'll be a Hyperloop somewhere in
Nevada.
Test operated in Nevada.
Yeah.
How many of those sections long will it be?
Oh, of those, I think 260 or something.
And that seems to be like a city block almost?
Well, overall,
we're going to end up,
in the near term, we're going to have about 3 kilometers worth of straight length to test our system
That's
full speed.
Full scale, and we'll get to full speed at some point.
And I also want to address the innovation side of it. That tube out there is sort of our minimum viable product for a test loop. But that's actually how not to build a Hyperloop in production, because it's an inefficient use of steel. It's pretty expensive. We're using it for our test unit because we can get it very quickly. We're innovating to take 70% of the cost out of that when we go to production.
Hey everybody, let me stop for a moment, this amazing episode, and tell you about the Walker Corporate Law Group. Yes, they are a boutique law firm that specializes in the representation of entrepreneurs and startups. And Scott Walker is the founder of that company, and he is a personal friend of mine, and he does a great job working with startups. I have literally introduced him to dozens, maybe hundreds now, of startups, and they all rave about the services of the Walker Corporate Law Group because their lawyers have decades of experience. You're not going to get junior associates who are getting on-the-job training with your startup. No. They're going to help you with mergers and acquisitions, licensing, terms of service, privacy policies, formation, all this kind of stuff, fundraising. And they're really great at it. And they do fixed fees. They don't want to surprise people with crazy bills. They think that billable hours can reward inefficiency. So they'll just be fair with you. And that's what I love about them. Because if you're a startup, you don't want to get that sticker shock and get a huge bill. Make sure you use the Walker Corporate Law Group, and you can do that by calling Scott Walker at 415-979-9998. 415-979-9998. You can email him, Scott at walkercorporatelaw.com, or you can visit walkercorporatelaw.com as well. Scott at walkercorporatelaw.com, and let Scott Ed Walker on Twitter know, at Scott Ed Walker, know that you watch the program and you appreciate him supporting independent media like This Week in Startups. One of my oldest advertisers, one of my oldest friends in the industry, just a great guy, a total mensch, and he really takes care of the startups who work with him. Thank you, Scott Walker, for supporting This Week in Startups. Bye-bye.